Leeds forward Joe Gelhardt has drawn comparisons to Wayne Rooney. Comparisons between Leeds United's new rising star Joe Gelhardt and a young Wayne Rooney go beyond their Liverpool roots. Joe Gelhardt has the same build, dribbling ability and fearlessness that first made Rooney a star and is also represented by his management agency. Very few players stand out at 14. Steven Gerrard did in my first season, Rooney and certainly Joe, reflects longtime Merseyside Boys manager Tim Wyatt. I remembering him turning up for our trial looking Rooney-esque. He scored 3 in 10 minutes on a cold and rainy night, so I said he could go home to keep warm because he'd already made the team. Now it's Leeds United getting the Joffy buzz. In a Premier League dominated by athletes, the impact of a street footballer who uses trickery to beat defenders has been huge. The 19-year-old's mazy run against Wolves last weekend to earn Leeds a match-saving penalty has led to calls for him to be given a first start at Norwich on Sunday. It's ironic that the player who has given up fizzy drinks to meet Marcelo Bielsa's fitness demands should be the one stopping United's season from going flat. Gelhardt was born in working-class Netherton, 4 miles from Rooney's Croxteth, and made in Wigan after he joined their academy aged 10, having been overlooked by boyhood heroes Liverpool. He grew up kicking a ball from dawn to dusk, with Mum Lynn ferrying him from the family home to matches for Chesterfield High School, Sefton Boys, Merseyside, or Wigan. Joffy was a throwback. He'd have a youth game in the morning and then go off to play with his mates, recalls Wigan's head of academy Gregor Rajc. A lot of kids stay home on PlayStation. He loved the fresh air. On the pitch, he had an ability to find space in tight areas and beat players one-on-one. He had the X factor. Part of the appeal is that he didn't look like an archetypal modern footballer, short, chunky and gifted, rather than a middle-distance runner. Even his nickname is different, universally known as Joffy based on the film Coming to America. Young Joe liked the movie so much he adapted one of the characters' names King Joffy Joffer, and it stuck. The profile information on his mum Lynn's Twitter pages reads, mother of 2 gorgeous boys Joffy and Daniel. At Wigan, they often refused to give out his name to eagle-eyed scouts because he was becoming so prodigious. He scored 10 in under-14s against Huddersfield. The following year he tormented Manchester United under-15s featuring Mason Greenwood by scoring 4 in a 6-2 Wigan win. England took the unusual step of selecting him from a Stage 3 academy for their under-15s team, and he has been picked in every age group since up to the under-21s. Despite his German-sounding surname Gelhardt, his future is with the Three Lions. Wigan's hard-bitten professionals were astonished when 16-year-old Joffy regularly dribbled past them in training without a care in the world and scored his first senior goal at 17 and 3 months against Hull, finishing with a Cruyff turn and smash into the roof of the net. Most of the lads called him Wazza because there were so many similarities in his stature and style, says former teammate Jay Dunkley, now at Sheffield Wednesday. Because he was left-footed, a few others preferred to shout Shaqiri. In front of goal I also thought he had a touch of Jermaine Defoe because he could strike the ball so well without a backlift. He wasn't arrogant, but not shy either. He felt he was good enough to start for us every week. We had a few Scousers in the dressing room, and he could handle all the banter, even at his young age. Wigan's fight with relegation and administration meant they had to sell their crown jewels quickly in 2020 to save the club. Plenty of teams including Leicester, Spurs and Everton were looking at Gelhardt, but Leeds moved quickest to snap him up for £1 million, a bargain of the decade, because of the lad's financial predicament. At Elland Road, the hard work had to really begin to get Gelhardt equipped for Bielsa Bowl. Drink and diet intake have been managed, and weight tests and skin folds taken daily, with pictures sent to the club nutritionists. Even Gelhardt's holiday breaks are spent with a personal trainer or running through the streets of Liverpool to keep fit. I've had to make a few sacrifices, water instead of fizzy drinks, and I think I've lost 8 kilos, acknowledges the player. I feel leaner, which you need at Leeds, otherwise you'll be knackered with the training we do. You can't be going out drinking or eating rubbish food. I used to run maximum 8 or 9 kilometers a game in the condition I was in before. My average last season was 10.5. All our lads are machines, and out on the pitch, you've got to be ready for a war. We feel the benefit in the last 20 minutes of matches when we see the opposition going down with cramp and feel like we are going to run all over them. Gelhardt's rise at Elland Road has been timely with main striker Patrick Bamford injured. He marked his debut against Fulham on September 21 by lashing home a penalty in a winning shootout against Fulham in the EFL Cup. Last weekend, he single-handedly saved Leeds from defeat, forcing a brilliant save from Wolves goalkeeper Jose Sa and then panicking ex-Barcelona defender Nelson Semedo into a foul that saw Rodrigo convert the spot kick and lift the roof of Elland Road. The canny Bielsa doesn't want his starlet to feel overburdened by trying to turning around Leeds' poor start to the season. "Nobody is going to make the younger players responsible for negative results," he said. "They are not obliged to resolve the problems of the team, that is the job of the coach and the older players. They only have to show they have the resources to participate in the demands of the competition." Every moment of Gelhardt's career is reflected by his Lynn on Twitter. She had the honesty to admit after the dramatic finale against Wolves, nerves were absolutely shot. Equally proud was Joffy's younger brother Daniel, to whom he is very close and is following in his footsteps at the Wigan Academy. The next step is for the elder Gelhardt is to get on the scoresheet more regularly in senior football, having been prolific up to this level. He scored 19 times in 21 appearances for England between under-15s and under-18s and last season hit 11 goals from a variety of positions for Leeds under-23s who won the Premier League 2 title and were given a guard of honour at the training ground by Bielsa's first-teamers. Though he'll never have the blistering pace of his boyhood idol Fernando Torres, he does have the football intelligence, left foot and link-up play of his current hero, Lionel Messi. He wouldn't win a race from the halfway line, but he can put a defender on his backside with his low centre of gravity, says Wigan's well-regarded head of academy recruitment Kenny Williams, who acted swiftly on a report recommending the dazzling 10-year-old who had just helped Marine Youth to a 15-2 victory. He went in a couple of times at Liverpool, but never had a proper trial there. Someone along the line felt they had better. Maybe Liverpool will call again one day. Meanwhile, Leeds are delighted by the progress the slimmer line Gelhardt is making for them. He needed a lifestyle change, says their under-23s physical development coach George Bell. The players have a weight target they need to hit every day, and it is a credit to him the shape he is in now from where he started. Former teammates are watching his rapid progress in admiration but not surprise. Everyone at Wigan knew he was going to play in the Premier League, says Dunkley. Bielsa likes young players and Leeds is the right club for him. He will make it. Half a yard and bang.